What's up, everybody? It's your girl Q1, and I am back with the Real Housewives of Rhode Island. This is the season finale, season 1, episode 12. The Ferry-Tale is over. First of all, I like the title because Liz talked about fairy tales, and not only that, y'all know they had to take the boat. Now, it was just, everything just kind of rung a bell. But there will be a 2-part reunion, which I will be reviewing. I'll go over the fashions on the reunion, on the first part of the reunion. It's not gonna be long. I'm just gonna give the ones I liked and what I didn't like, because I've already done it on Watch Your Best Friend reviews with Watch Your Mouth reviews and Mrs. Best reviews. So we did it a couple days ago over on their channel, and you can catch it because the live is dropped on my channel, so y'all can do the replay game. That's the first thing we went over, was the seating chart and the review. And the looks. So yeah, that's the first thing we did. This week, you guys won't see too many reviews, because I'm trying to prepare to go out of town. I haven't done much, but I need to do stuff, and yeah. And when I go home, I probably won't be doing any videos. I just want to relax. I want to get away from work and YouTube for a hot second. Yes. So what does that look like when I get back? That looks like when I do a review, when I pick up next week on a review, I'm going to have to double up. So it'll be 2 videos in one next week. Or I may skip a review. I don't know. That just depends on how I feel, y'all. Just work with me. But I really need this break, and I appreciate y'all. So I won't be doing anything Thursday through Sunday. I'll be back on Sunday. I'll be gone Thursday. I'll return on Sunday. And if you follow me on social media, I'll be posting probably videos and pics, but that's it. I may go live. I'm not sure. But if you do see me with a live, that's because my nephew convinced me to do a live with him. Okay? So if we go live on our channel, me and him will be chopping it up. So y'all come through and talk with me and my nephew. Okay? We may. I don't know. That depends on how he feel. Okay? That depends on how he feel. I don't know. Auntie, I don't know. Auntie is a little burnt out. Anyway, Rhode Island, y'all. Rhode Island. So the season finale starts with all the ladies. They're just packing for the Block Island. When I tell y'all, Block Island is beautiful. The water was beautiful. Everything, the scenery, everything is beautiful. Listen. Now, I know some of us don't, a lot of us can't go in certain, they don't want us in certain spaces. But it would be nice to go check out Block Island. And if you have been to Block Island, y'all let me know. Drop it down in the comments. Is it African American friendly? Let me know. Drop it down in the comments, okay? Because I'm just asking. Listen, I'm not spending my green money, and I'm just saying. But Block Island is beautiful. So we get the scene with Liz and Joelle, and they go step aside and have a conversation. She tells Liz how much she misses her and asks her, do they have a genuine friendship? Liz was like, yeah, we do. We're good. I was like, this lady. And they fixed their shit. Okay, they aggravated me. Okay, those two aggravated me here, and they aggravated me in the end, but we'll get there. So, hold on. So before Liz and Joellen return, Rula thanks the rest of the ladies. She was like, I realized that I haven't been around as much. I've been absent. I've been calling out sick. Okay. She said because, it's been stressful. So Rosie was like, why has it been stressful? She was like, yeah, because Joellen kept bringing me back all this bullshit I ain't asked for. Okay. Because at the end of the day, I know the cheatation is going on. I choose to turn a blind eye. Okay? I choose to be a fool and get in this relationship. Okay? I have been a fool for a long time. And then here comes Joe Ellen with her foolishness. Like, girl, that's not how that was supposed to go. I promise. She said, Ruler just don't like how Joe Ellen is going to the mistress. Like you say, you my friend, and I get it. You're bringing me the information, but at the same time, you keep connecting with this mistress, and I still feel like, yeah, you might be looking out for Joe Ellen, but at the same time, bitch, you doing this for TV. Let's keep it all the way a buck. And then when somebody call you out, you want to constantly prove yourself to say, oh, I'm not a liar. No, but you're being an ass. You know this lady don't want to see it. So at some point, you have to take responsibility and be like, okay, I wash my hands with it. No, you want to continue to be messy. That's what you wanted to do. That's exactly what you did. So at some point, I stopped giving Joe Ellen grace about this. We all know Ruler chose to be blind about it. She chose to be blind about it. Okay, if somebody don't want to hear about it, stop telling them about it. But every chance you got, you kept bringing it to her. Every chance you got, you conveniently met with the mistress or somebody else that the mistress knew. I felt like they knew you were coming on TV, somebody you knew that knew them, and you kept them in your back pocket. You kept them in. I feel like you known about this lady the whole time, even before cameras were brought up. And you knew that your raggedy ass was coming on this show, and so you needed to do what you needed to do. You ain't shit. And then you want to try to be the victim, talking about, I don't like nobody calling me a liar. No, you're not a liar, because he is cheating. But what you doing is some bitch ass shit. Just like even with the Liz situation, how even when y'all had a conversation, you did touch her. You was touching on her. You kind of was antagonizing that lady. That's what you do. And you keep trying to fluff shit up like I'm just being a friend or I'm just being this. No. You're antagonistic. That is what you do. You're chaotic. You create chaos. We just need to find out when your husband fucked your sister. Okay? Let's see how you react when somebody keep coming to you with the bullshit. You're going to be mad. You're going to want to fight. Like, you're messy, and your husband seems to be, your Jerry is a little messy too. Okay? I'm not saying Brian, y'all know how I feel about Brian. Y'all know I've been eating Brian up since episode 2. So I'm just saying, you have not been the easiest to deal with as it relates to this. Rulers, yes, she should have been to work, but Joe Ellen, you have not made it easy. You should have just shut your damn mouth. But you chose not to, even when Liz was telling you to. But even at some point, Liz, you're just as bad as Joe Ellen, because it felt like you were getting satisfaction out of this too. Because if Joe Ellen was your friend, if Ruler was your friend, you would have been so Ruler. Instead of just sitting in front of Joe Ellen eating up that shit too, a smirking, and that ugly ass smile that you have. Y'all two pisses me off. I'm sorry, I don't like them though. I don't like them. Okay, I like them, but I don't like them. But y'all know when the new season come, I will give everybody gets a start over from me. But right now, them hoes make me sick. Okay, moving right along. So, did I really just go on a tangent? I did. So they asked Ruler when was the last time she spoken to Joe Ellen. Once again, why are y'all asking her? It's Joe Ellen's responsibility to talk to Ruler. Y'all should be asking Joe Ellen this, not Ruler. It's almost like y'all low key trying to make this Ruler's responsibility to have a conversation with Joe Ellen. No, I don't have to speak to this snake asshole. I don't have to talk to her, because every time I go to her, it's always something. It ain't bullshit. If it's true, it's true, but it's always something. I'm already in pain, and you keep bringing me pain. Every time I'm trying to process, you keep bringing me shit. Like, and another thing, why we at it, because y'all know I done went off on Ruler last week. Okay? So, ain't no need for me to go off on Ruler this week. Okay? I just spread my tap-taps around. Okay? So, where am I, y'all? Hold on. I'm lost in my notes. Oh, yes. So, that lady's asked Ruler, when has she spoken with Joellen? And maybe it's the way I'm interpreting it. And I think they was just merely asking a question. But I still feel like to me, it felt like they're putting a responsibility on Ruler to go to Joellen rather than have Joellen to actually talk to Ruler, because you were the one coming on with the bullshit. Like, this lady know her husband is a nasty ass, raggedy ass, dirty, cheating nigga. Okay, she know that. Anyway, but Joellen did say she hadn't seen or spoken to Joellen since the polo match, and Joellen was like, "Listen, I'm not stupid. I know what's going on. She just really don't like the way, basically, and I'm just paraphrasing. She just don't like the way Joellen is moving with the mistress lady. It does seem suspect. It does seem like you are always gathering information. I don't know how friendly you are to her. Like, you say you're my friend and you say you care about me, but behind my back, I don't know if you kikiing with this whole and running and talking about me, talking shit, like talking crap about me with this woman. How am I supposed to trust you? How am I supposed to trust that? Like, how am I supposed to call you my friend? Yeah, you come and give me information, but at the same time, I still can't. Yeah, I can't trust you. I can't trust you. So, we all know Ruler just don't want to be told what she already knows. It's just the bottom line. It is what it is. So then we see Billy have a conversation with Gary about him not being romantic enough, or how, people have been giving him a hard time because him and Alicia isn't married, and he wants to do a re-proposal with Alicia, and Gary thinks it's a good idea, and so he'll put something together, and we'll get to see that. So Rosie and Joellen, Rosie told Joellen that she showed Ruler the video, and that Ruler's response was the video was false, and so was Brian's. They think everything was made up. Clearly that's a lie, because Brian ended up admitting that video was actually real, and he admitted that to Gary. Is it Gary? I keep saying Jerry. Gary. So anyway, Ruler wants Joellen to stop passing judgment and let everything go. That's it. Like, I'm not saying you can't be my friend. I'm just saying I just need you to let this stuff go. Like, let it go. So Ruler wants the ladies to talk to Joellen on her behalf, but they was like, no, this is your fight. You need to have a conversation with Joellen, not us. And I felt like that was really cowardly of Ruler. Like, it's already bad that you ran from your shit. Like, stand in your shit. If it's going on, then come in and again back them off you. I don't want to talk about this. The way I would back Joellen up off of me, girl. She wouldn't say nothing to me. She wouldn't even want to speak to me. But that's just me. So what I'm saying is I just feel like you can't keep running from your problems. You're running from the problems in your marriage. You won't tackle them head on, so you hide as if nothing is going on, but you're hurting inside, diminishing yourself. You're running from your problems in your friend group. You're hiding as if nothing is happening, and there is no resolve between you and your friends in your friend group. Like, that's crazy, Ruler. Grow up. Grow up. You are a grown woman who act like you can't have conversations, or you can't deal with situations head on. These things are happening. But before you deal with your friend group, you need to deal with that man in your house, because that's your enemy. That's the one that's causing a grief everywhere else. Okay? Billy tries to do a romantic gesture with Alicia. For Alicia, and he was just talking in circles, but he was just trying to explain. We just been through a lot in so many words. He had so many words instead of just saying, we've been through a lot. So he proposed to her, and Alicia is just a damn dingbat. Like, isn't Alicia in her older 40s or so? Like, she is a damn dingbat. And the one thing I don't like is a grown ass woman who act like she is dumb as. Okay, y'all. I'm trying to minimize my language. She get on my, like, I know everybody like the quirkiness. I just don't all the time. She wears it like a badge of honor. Like, that shit aggravates the entire hell out of me. She acts like she is dumb. When you have the aunties and her mother that she have, and they come on so strong, and they're so strong-willed and strong-minded, and you act like this, when I tell y'all, it irritates me to no end to see Alicia act like a certified idiot. Sometimes it annoys me. Like, her and acting like they don't know words, acting like you've never read a damn book before, like you want it to be so funny. That, for me, it's not funny. It aggravates me. Like, you sit there as he's talking to you, and you're acting like you have literally no awareness, and you're sitting there acting like you don't know what he's trying to do. That shit annoyed me. Like, you kept finding, like, it was almost like you were so uncomfortable with everything that was going on, and that's a you problem, and you need to go to therapy. Y'all, I'm happy for her, but this is probably I'm supposed to be happy as a reviewer and be in a happy moment, be like, oh, that's so cute. No, this shit was not cute. I'm about to keep it all the way above. This shit was not cute, because she literally, for me, I'm like, girl, can you, like, literally be in the moment? He's already uncomfortable. You're making him even more uncomfortable because you're uncomfortable, man. I feel like, because we really need to revisit why you don't want to get married. Clearly he wants to get married, and you don't. It's like you want him to ask you for sport. Girl, go sit on somebody's couch and get out of our face. Take you a pack of crackers to the damn therapy office and go talk. Because you getting on my damn nerves. You too old for this. Like, I don't know if this lady is in her upper 40s, lower 50s. But this, no ma'am. No ma'am. When you come back next season, get your shit together. I don't want to see this childlike mindset. Your daughter is more, I'm sorry, y'all. For real, y'all, her daughter has more awareness to me than she does. Her daughter is more mature than she is. She's so immature to me. Ugh. Anyway, sorry. So, Joellen, she goes to Ruler's room to show her the video, and she was like, because I don't want to be called the liar. You too. While Alicia goes to therapy, she needs to really take your ass to therapy, because you have mother issues, especially the way you operate in this friend group. The way you operate with these ladies, it definitely shows you have mother issues. The way your mama treats you, It's the way you treat these ladies. You need to go to therapy. So y'all need to be holding hands and walking into the nearest therapist. And y'all really need to take Liz raggedy ass with y'all too. And while you at it, pick up Ashley's prescription, her Prozac prescription. Cause y'all know my girl be, I don't know, that anxiety be all the way to the top. But it wasn't her today. She was calm, but it was that baby. Like her baby in that end credit. Baby, that baby had a fit. But we'll get there. Anyway. So I didn't get the gist of the conversation, but she didn't want to be called a liar. And at this point, I feel like Joe Ellen really needs to let this thing go, and allow Rula to handle her own personal affairs with her husband. Because if the shoe was on the other foot, you wouldn't want anybody to do you that. And that's all I'm saying, y'all. As we've come to know Joe Ellen, she would have a fit, and she will be so mad at these ladies if they did to her what she's done to Joe Ellen. And the only reason you done that is because you knew you could get away with it if Joe Ellen, you know you could get away with this with what you did to Rula. I'm just saying. You know you could get, I did say that. Brain fog. You know you could get away with this with Rula. But if the shoe was on the other foot, you wouldn't like it. You just wouldn't like it. Y'all, I think y'all know this. We've come to know Joe Ellen and the rest of the ladies really, really well, even Rula. Rula is probably besides Ashley and maybe Rosie. Now I think Rosie, just the easiest targets. So Rula was like, yeah, I almost died. I'm like, Rula, you didn't. You really just look like you had a common cold, and you had a upper respiratory infection. Maybe. Okay? Girl, get out of our face with this. Talk about you almost died. Girl, she didn't say that. She said she was on her deathbed. Girl, you was not. Please stop. Okay? So Gary have a conversation with the cheater, Brian. And that only thing I'm going to say is, Gary, your wife needs to learn how to mind her damn business. And that's just the bottom line. But you won't tell her that. So you always convince her by not telling her that. You make her feel like she's right in what she's doing. And by backing her up, you make her feel like she's right in what she's doing and that everybody else is wrong. Yeah, no. So Brian, because he can't get over, for me, he can't get over on Jerry. He admitted to Jerry that video was real. And so, of course, Jerry tells everybody that video was real, that they lied about the video being a farce. And so Joe Ellen once again feels vindicated, which is why I feel like her and Liz was acting like they were reveling in what Rula had going on in the end. So anyway, they get ready to play this game called Clamshell Confessionals, and everybody had to answer the question that was in a clam. It was actually a cute game. Wasn't nothing bad. Nobody ain't get into it or nothing like that. But I just wanted to point out Rula's question. I don't know how in the hell she got this question, but she didn't. Again, you're escaping. You're burying your head in the sand to what really is going on in your life. That is not fair. You have come on this show to talk about your life, and unfortunately, your husband is cheating on you. You know that. We know that. He knows that. But for some reason, you and Brian seem to want to play in all of our face as if we're not seeing or hearing all of these things. So anyway, the question was, what's the most embarrassing thing your partner done to you in public? The way I was like, cheated, duh. But she decided she wanted to pass it on to Jerry. Gary, I don't know the damn man name. He was like, well, listen, Joe Ellen has never done anything embarrassing. So, she was like, I forget what she said, but they make funny, they make funny of take the question and they make funny of it. So Ruler thanks everybody, all of the girls, for having her back. And then here come his Brian cheating ass. He decided to thank everybody, for the ladies, for how they showed up for Ruler, and how Ruler has been there, and how she's been so strong, and how she's this. And basically, what he said was, the way I sat here and I cheated on this woman, and the way when he said she been so strong, he basically, the way I sat here and cheated on this woman, I want to thank this woman. Thank you for letting me make a fool of you. And for you being so strong. Meaning, for you being a dummy while I go out and drop it low and spread it wide while I run up your pH balance. Okay? That's okay? And I come home and I know you gonna be there. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna keep doing it. You know why? Because you ain't gonna leave. That's all he pretty much said in that stupid ass speech. But every plate on that table, every piece of food, everything would have been right upside Brian's head. Because who you playing with? Because you don't need to make no goddamn speech. Especially not after this question that was being asked. Okay? No accountability. He was like, I'm sorry, and I just take full responsibility for the things I did. Sir, you are still doing it. Wait, you're still doing it, sir. You're still doing it. And then, did y'all notice, because y'all know I be noticing little small stuff, how he was like hugging her real tight around her waist? Now, I didn't like that. That felt real abusive like. Okay, he had his hand right around her waist, and it was almost like he was grabbing her. Like, whenever men are trying to make their little raggedy points, they be touching on the women and they grab on them. Why the hell is you grabbing on me? You can talk to me without touching me. Don't touch me. Don't grip me. It's like this little grip that they do. If you grip me, I'm gonna scratch you. Okay. I used to be a former crash out. Okay? That's why I do these reviews. Because I'm a former crash out. I just turned my crash out into reviews. You know what? I think I'm going to change the name of my channel and turn this into Kiwan's Crash Outs. Okay? Anyway, since half the shows I review is raggedy. Anyway. So basically, all the ladies take the time to agree that all of the responsibility has fallen upon Brian. Okay? Because he is at fault. He is 100% responsible for all of this bullshit. Not Joe Ellen, not nobody at this table, not Ruler, not nobody but him. Okay? Because he nasty. He's very nasty. So, then we get these end credits. First of all, the end credits further lets me know that this was a great season. Let me say that. This season was amazing for them to be the first season. Just like, I want to say it was, I don't think Salt Lake City was this good for their first season. It was okay. I think once we got rid of the lady who stole from the damn old people, that stupid hoe, once we got rid of her, I think that's when the season started to get a little better, I think. But the end credits, Rosie's house is still under construction. Basically, the friendship with her and Kelsey is still pending. No children yet. Joe Ellen working on a relationship with her raggedy ass mammy. Because I still think her mama is very raggedy. Her and Ruler are cool for now. But this what I'm talking about. You still communicating with the damn mistress. You ain't shit. Anyway, Liz. Not much going on. Just like Dolores. Why does she have first seat? Why? She can sit right on the end. Okay? Take a second seat somewhere. I don't know. She is not a nucleus to me, but whatever. Kelsey is still with Billy. Codependent. Shout out. Listen. What did Shanny? Shout out to Shanny. Shanny, if you watching this, tap in. Shout out to you. What did Shanny call her? Shanny said she was. I said she was a codependent, kept woman. I think Shanny said that didn't do it right. Okay, yeah. This codependent. She was a codependent, kept woman who ain't do the shit right. So now you're with another man instead of allowing your coochie to breathe. But what I heard that Kelsey had not been with that ex for 2 years. So yeah, that's what I heard. So anyway, Kelsey is still with Billy. I don't know why, but the exes stopped paying bills and she can now write a check. And I'm looking like, girl, you ain't got no checking account. You ain't got a debit card. Kelsey, get out my face. Okay? Ashley, baby Prozac. She continues to get brand deals. Okay, shout out to Ashley and her brand. Ooh, y'all, I gotta go. Brand deals. Brand deals. Baby crying. Alicia not married yet. More control over the business. Ruler forgave Brian. Domestic violence. Ruler's house. Kelsey and Alicia, y'all got therapy like now. Ashley goes to Ruler's house. All the ladies go over there. Joellen and Liz acting giddy over it. They asked Ruler what happened. She explained nothing physical. Brian can't be at the house right now. Joellen says she feel bad, but I feel like you feel vindicated because you just to say you're not a liar. Kelsey, why are you at Ruler's house? I feel like you're there just to report back. Rosie asked Ruler what would she do. Ruler says she don't know, y'all. I got to go. I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.